Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day to Single Life Season 4 Episode 9, Tyray Shoots His Shot. We got a lot to discuss in this video. I'm also going to be doing some more news and gossip. I'm sure you guys are expecting this. This is about Angela and Michael. Got a lot to discuss, so we're just going to get on into this recap so I can get to that. So let's start with the single life. So we're going to start with John. So John in this episode, he meets up with Patrick and Thais, and he basically told him that thanks to that conversation, y'all kind of scared her. Now we were doing good, and now she's questioning everything. And Patrick had said that that is she afraid of the truth or something. And because like Megan, John's girlfriend Megan wants him to move to San Antonio and stuff, and John is actually contemplating on doing that and everything. And Patrick and Thais just don't think he's really in love and everything. But you know what, I'm starting to see John in a different light now, because like whenever he's with Megan, he does act mature now. Like he seems he has grown on me a little bit when he's with Megan. And so him and Patrick and Thais went bowling and to discuss it, and like Thais asked him like, are you really in love? And basically he said yes. So later John goes back to his room and he calls FaceTimes with Megan, and he's like, you know what, we about to make this happen. We about to make this happen. I am moving to San Antonio to be with you. So I'm happy for John. I hope it works out with him and Megan. Like, cause yeah, he seems to be growing on me. With like, I think she's bringing out the best in him instead of his crazy party style. So good job, John. So yeah, that was John. Next person I want to talk is Miss Debbie. So Miss Debbie is in Miami. She's with this guy named Ruben, and she brought her cop son, Julian. Now, Julian has been really protective over his mom, which is great, but I think he's taking it overboard. So last week, Debbie got to meet Ruben's family. This week, Ruben got to meet Julian. And Julian asked, like, they went to this place where they're like spray painting some graffiti on something that you were allowed to do, basically. And Julian meets him. He insulted him, not to his face, but to the camera, about what he was wearing and stuff. He's like, look what he's wearing and stuff and everything. Like, he was just really rude and ignorant, in my opinion. Then he was giving Ruben the third degree, asking Ruben all these questions. And the main question was, have you ever been in trouble with the law? And Ruben was like, no, I don't smoke, I don't drink, never been arrested, none of that. And then Julian had the audacity. Debbie is sitting in, just spray painting in the background, like acting like she can't hear the conversation. Maybe she could, maybe she couldn't. Debbie had said, like, Ruben and Julia look like they're in a deep, like, man conversation that I do not want no part of, basically. So she let them talk. But then Julian had the audacity to tell Ruben about Debbie going to Morocco to be with Osama, who was 24, and told him that Debbie is actually still sending money to his family. And I'm like, Julian, like that's cold. That's not your place. And like Ruben was all in shock, and he was like, I don't want no money from your mom, but yeah, but that does surprise me. And I'm just like bro, like, and then like he walked away and stuff. But I'm just like, Julian, like, like him and Debbie had a conversation prior in the car, like when they suggested to move to Miami and stuff and everything. And Julian was like, oh no, you're not and stuff. Like he keeps forgetting. I understand he's protecting his mom, but now he's starting to be disrespectful to his mom. Like, like his mom is 67 years old. Let her be and stuff. If she needs you, she'll call you. At this point, because he's just like, wow. Like, like as I said last week, I respect law enforcement 100%, I am team law enforcement. I'm telling you, Julian is that one bad apple. I feel like I don't know what he's like on the workplace, but just how he is just being portrayed on the show. I don't know. I kind of would be scared of him, like if I ran into him and stuff. So I don't know. They don't play. He don't play. So I just thought that was rude. I think Julian is rude. So, and that's probably why he's probably single. I think this is why he's single. Just saying. Just saying. So that was Miss Debbie. Next person I want to talk is Tyray. Now Tyray, he's still in New Orleans for his guys trip. A couple weeks ago, we seen him go on a date with this beautiful girl named Teresa, and now he is at this episode. He's at a party, and he meets this girl named Raina, and she was 25 years old. He had to guess her age and stuff, and he first said 22, and then she said up 23, 24, 25, and everything. So they hit it off, and like Tyray, like I was so proud of Tyray because Tyray, he finally built his confidence up to where he could go up to a girl, have a conversation, and they digging it. So he meets this girl, and then he asks her out, and she says yes. So they go on a date and stuff. They just talk and hang out and chill and all that. He said that her name was Raina, and he said like he likes like thick girls and stuff. He needs to be careful with how he describes some of these girls. First is Hillary Clinton, and then he's going to say a thick girl and stuff. He needs to tone it down on that when it comes to that. But him and Raina, like they hit it off, and Tyray was wearing some beads and stuff and everything, and Raina said that she likes them beads, and he was like, "Do you want them?" And she's like, "Sure." And he was like, "You got to earn it. What are you going to do for it?" And she's like, "What do you want me to do?" And then Tyray gonna pucker up his lips. Like trying to get that. He's been dying to get his first kiss. And she was just like, "A kiss? Maybe on the cheek." So he said, "I'll take that." So he kissed her on the cheek, which is even weird. It was it was awkward. He even said it was awkward. He gave her the beads. It was awkward and stuff and everything. And yeah, but he wants his first kiss, his first real kiss to be magical, wonderful, sparks flying and everything. He said he doesn't want to come off he don't want to be too pushy or too laid back or whatever and everything. And I'm like, bro, just take it easy. Take it easy. This was great for him. He built out the confidence. He was drinking, having a good time, laughing and everything. A little awkwardness here and there, but she was feeling him. I felt a better connection with Raina than I did with Teresa, but I think I see the better connection with them, but I think Teresa is probably a better match for him. But Teresa, she said a couple weeks ago, she's just getting out of a marriage and she ain't ready and don't want to do the long distance. So yeah, that was Tyray. And the last person I want to talk is Goofy Natalie. So Natalie, she's still with her mom. Her and Josh broke up last week. This episode, she goes to a fraternity clinic to see if she told the guy that the fraternity doctor that, she hasn't had best luck with her choices, but she still wants to be a mom at age 38 and stuff. So they gave her like some like paperwork and some papers and some like donors and stuff. And Goofy Natalie gonna act like it was like a dating thing. And when it wasn't, like she thinking like, oh, like she did not understand the IVF thing where when when you're looking for like a sperm donor, basically you don't know who you don't know who they are. And that's the point of it. She wasn't aware of that, and she wanted to hand choose and stuff and everything. And so like she like backed away. And I'm just like, Goofy Natalie. Like Goofy Natalie. She's like, this is just a piece of paper. And now her mom like is really gun ho about Mike. Maybe her mom. I feel like her mom has a crush on Mike, Natalie's current husband, because like she keeps bringing him up, wants her to be with him and stuff and everything, and talks to him all the time. So so her mom was just like, you know what, we're gonna go see Mike. We're gonna meet up with Mike, and that's gonna be that. Now Natalie is hesitant about that, but judging by the previews of next week's episode, she's probably gonna meet up with Mike. So we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, that was it. That was it. We didn't see Chantel, and we didn't see Tim, Veronica, and Jamal. Um, so yeah. So yeah, I would be cutting this video now, but we have to discuss something. And I said in my last video, I normally don't do news and gossip outside the 90-day universe or what's going on off the camera, unless it's 100% confirmed. But the other day I did, on my last video, I talked about what happened with Brandon and Mary. I talked about what happened with Nicole and Mahood, and I said something about Angela and Michael. Now, at the end of the video, I talked about how there was a report that Michael had went missing. So let's just backtrack here. So here's the Angela and Michael update. This is all over the web, so I'm sure this is coming from me. This is not new news. It's all over the web, interviews and whatever. Apparently, Michael had stepped out last Friday, and he left. Well, he had $40 to his name, and never came back. And everyone was like, "Well, what the heck?" Angela was like, apparently was like really scared and concerned and everything. And like, Michael's missing. I'm like, what happened? We were doing okay and stuff. So I guess like she was on a call or a live with another YouTuber. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not gonna say the name, but you know, she was on live with another YouTuber, and she was like sobbing in the background, yelling and all that, like stressing her concern and stuff. So as reports that came out, Michael has been in the U.S. Finally, apparently, spoiler, for happily ever after, he's gotten his visa. He's been in America, and I guess he's been here since January or whatever. So Angela is like freaking out and stuff, and then, you know, they like called the police and did a search party out for him and whatever. And that was on Monday. Late Monday night, they get word that Michael has been found, and he's been found safely. They called the Hazelhurst Police Department. I guess that city in Georgia, Hazelhurst, Georgia, is not like when people heard that he was missing, like they were really scared because him, like, you know, especially coming from Nigeria, being in a town called Hazelhurst, Georgia, like, you know, like anything could happen. So everybody was scared, and we are wondering if Michael's okay. The update is Michael has been found and has been okay. Apparently, he said he told the police that he was running for his life. Now, Angela on them lies had indicated that like a lot of people on social media are thinking this was a plot for attention and everything, and you know, Michael really planned this out because he's been dying to get to America after 7 years of him and Angela being together and everything, and now like craziness has gone down, and you know, he's just looking for a way out in America. Well, like reports that said that, you know, ever since Michael has gotten to America, it's been nothing but hell in the Angela Deem household. Plus, Angela also has 6 grandkids that she's taking care of. So there's a lot of back and forthness. Now, reports that indicated that, like, you know, since Michael has been found safely, where is he at now? We don't know. But everyone's thinking that this was a plot, and probably plotted by Angela. And even if it wasn't, nobody blames Michael because we know Angela's crazy. there's also been reports that, like, apparently the Happily Ever After tell-all has already been filmed. And I guess it was filmed like last weekend or something. And that's new to me because, like, usually they film the tell-all like a month into the season. So like, we haven't even begun the season and they already have the tell-all film because we're about to see the 90 Day Fiance tell-all that's coming up. So I guess they were in LA. I mean, not now LA, New York, and everything, just filmed the tell-all. I guess back in January, there was an incident in a hotel between Angela and Michael, and where she, like, I guess, like, did something, like they got into a big fight, and she, like, ripped up his, like, canceled his room, and he had to sleep in the lobby and stuff. Like, it just, I mean, now these are accusations and reports. I don't quote me on that. I was hearing from other YouTubers and going by what they said and stuff. So I'm just going by what they said. But it's a real mess right now, especially with Angela and Michael. I heard some leak phone calls. I don't know if Michael is talking to somebody else, because remember last season he was caught talking to another girl, American girl, about to send her money and stuff that Angela feared for and everything. And, there's a lot of shadiness going on, but everyone is thinking, Angela is really abusive, and she's really abusive towards Michael. She got a potty mouth for a 57-year-old. Like, she just remember back a few months ago, we seen a video of her at a hotel fighting with her best friend, like fist fighting with her best friend. It was something stupid. Her and that friend were cool the next day, but still. So yeah, Angela, this thing doesn't add up that right, but nonetheless, the good news is, and what the main thing is, Michael is okay. He has been found and he is okay. Nothing is officially confirmed or denied other than that he is found safe and sound, but everything else is just rumors and speculations and publicity and attention. But I will say, in my opinion, if he was running for his life, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. For the 90-day universe sake, we waited this long for him to get to America, and we just want to see it in America. Once we see it in America, we're done with Angela and Michael. And I'm done with Angela and Michael because, yeah, it's just, I watched a YouTube video today of another YouTuber's podcast who interviewed Molly's former friends, Cynthia and her ex-boyfriend, Kelly. And Cynthia had made a valid point, which I made on my last video. 90 Day Fiance in the beginning was more about the love. Now we're seeing more abusiveness, and it's all about the money. And TLC is allowing it because it brings good TV. Now, Cynthia, who used to be a member of Pillow Talk, doesn't watch 90 Day Fiance anymore because of this. And I mean, I still like the show, and I'm still going to watch it. But, stuff like this, like Michael finally getting to America, as soon as he gets in America, he's dipping. Like, stuff like this, and Angela's abusiveness, Mahu's abusiveness, Ed's craziness. Where's the love? Where's the love? And it's becoming a big money thing, and it is just sickening, and it's scary. So whatever happened, like, for Angela and Michael's sake, my prayer for them is, like, finish out happily ever after. If the tell is already filmed, then whatever. Finish out happily ever after, and then be done. Be done. That's all I can say about that. So yeah, guys, like I said, I don't really like doing like gossip off the camera unless it's confirmed. But the stuff that came out in the last couple of weeks with these 90-day castmates are just ridiculous, and they have been confirmed. So I just felt the need to talk about it on my channel, on the Nathan Temp 2 channel. I'm not going to get into all the ins and outs and go deep in it because I ain't got that time. And I frankly, I don't really even care, The only thing I care about is doing these recaps. I hope every castmate, even the ones I don't like, are okay. That's all I care about. All this other nonsense and stuff is just, I ain't got time for that. And I literally don't have time for that. So, but nonetheless, Michael has been found safe. We just get, if more reports come out of what really officially happened, I'll let you guys know. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my reviews here. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back on next week to recap the 90-day tell-all. So until then, y'all be safe out there. And yeah, please be safe out there, because it's a scary world out there, clearly. And be careful from these 90-dayers, because they out there in them streets. So anyway, guys, have a good one. Bye, y'all.